A massive rescue operation has continued throughout Wednesday amid record flooding on the New South Wales mid and north coast. The Macleay River is flooding at a level never seen before at Taree, surpassing the 1929 record of 6 meters on Wednesday morning, and is still rising with more than 400 flood rescues carried out in the region. NSW State Emergency Service Commissioner Mike Wassing said heavy rain was expected to continue impacting river systems and cause localized flash flooding into Wednesday night. Are super saturated, and we continue to see the rivers respond very quickly to those rainfalls, he said. More than 100 flood warnings are in place, including 24 at emergency level. Several warnings to evacuate were issued on Wednesday afternoon further north in the Kempsey region, where the Macleay River was rising. The Kempsey CBD, Smithtown and Gladstone are among the areas being told to leave if it is safe, with a new evacuation center set up at Kempsey Showground. Mr. Wassing said more than 48,000 people were isolated due to floodwater, with volunteer crews attending about 1,000 incidents in the past day. On Wednesday afternoon, a natural disaster declaration was made for communities stretching from the Hunter Valley to Coffs Harbour in the state's north.
Oh my gosh, this is lost.
16 local government areas were covered by the declaration, with eligible residents able to apply for financial assistance, grants, and other support. NSWC's Chief Superintendent Dallas Burns said impacts escalated across the region on Wednesday. It's been an incredibly dynamic and unfortunately escalating situation up and down the mid-north coast, he told ABC Radio. Chief Superintendent Burns said more calls for help were still coming through later into Wednesday. We've got a lot of people getting rescued from rooftops and from upper levels of houses, he said. Chief Superintendent Burns said areas around Taree and Wingham had been the main priority. But as the weather system tracked north, areas including Port Macquarie, Kempsey, Nambucca Heads, and Coffs Harbour also became areas of concern. Among those trapped was Jordan Halloran, whose Glenthorne home has been inundated. Ms. Halloran, who has since been rescued, told ABC News Breakfast that the bottom floor of her house was flooded and that the upper level was under threat. A helicopter arrived at the scene at about 9 a.m. to begin rescuing at-risk residents. Ms. Halloran's husband Sam posted a picture on social media with the caption, "Thanks, everyone." Ms. Halloran was surprised by the sheer volume of water.
And then we were waiting for a while. I thought it had died, and it's just popped up in here. It's made its way through. So who knows?
In the 2021 floods, there may have been maybe a foot of water through the bottom story of this house, she said. This area is not insurable because of the cost of insurance. You would never predict something like this amount of water and velocity.
All these places are just gone.
Bureau of Meteorology Hazards Manager Steve Bernasconi said the record flooding came in the wake of record rainfall. He said Taree received 412 millimeters of rain in 48 hours, which was what would usually be expected over the course of 5 months. In essence, Taree has received 1/3 of its average annual rainfall in 2 days, Mr. Bernasconi said. NSWC's Northern Zone Commander Andrew Cribb said more flooding was expected. We had over 300 millimeters of rain at Mount Seaview in the upper catchment for the Hastings, he said. That is unprecedented, and we are seeing very, very high gauge readings further up that catchment. We will absolutely be seeing flooding throughout the Hastings and Macleay and Nambucca areas. Mr. Wassing said 48,000 people remained isolated on Wednesday evening.
This is like where the floodwaters are. Like normally where that white pontoon is, it's where, well, where the river is, just down there. This is crazy.
Craig Emerton, a fifth-generation dairy farmer at Crokey, north of Taree, described the situation as dire. Totally unprecedented. Nobody has seen anything like this here, he said. We've got cattle on the highest part of the farm, standing up to their bellies in water. Nowhere to go. Our house is inundated. It's almost up to seat level on our dining chairs. We're just trying to stay dry or warm. Jason Harvey from the Taree unit of the NSW Volunteer Rescue Association told ABC News Radio he helped rescue a family with a 6-week-old baby as floodwater reached the second story of the building they were in. They thought they could ride it out, he said. They did have a veranda on the second story, and the water was significantly up, so we were able to get them straight over the railing and into the boat. Seas crews have been ferrying residents and their pets, including dogs and rabbits, across the Manning River to stay at evacuation centers. Volunteers have conducted more than 400 floodwater rescues, including 280 overnight.
Oh my goodness. This is the flood at my friends.
Authorities are concerned heavy rainfall could impact further operations. The Pacific Highway at North Taree remains cut off.
Look, the motel is here. He's not dead.
Isolating residents like Hamish trying to get to Canberra. The SES has also been responding to major flooding on the Hastings River, Gloucester River, Williams River, and Patterson River. The Pacific Highway is closed between Manning River Drive and George Gibson Drive, with northbound traffic being diverted onto the New England Highway for Beresfield and southbound vehicles onto the Gwyder Highway at Grafton. Widespread rain from the mid-north coast through to Grafton is expected to continue into Thursday.